Hi, my name is Shashank Khaitan.
Hi, this is Sabbir Khan.
Hi, this is Vikas Bahl.
Hi, this is Omung Kumar.
You're watching Bollywood
Hungama.
When it comes to art, painting is something that it's like a very lonely job in the sense that you can have like a paint and brush and you can just paint it yourself. So it's entirely your vision somewhere. But when it comes to movies, a lot of people, they collaborate and they come together. And director is called the captain of the ship somewhere. So how good a manager does a director have to be so that, because apart from the talents, many a times it's the egos that you have to manage as well, which is very crucial in just getting the final product that you have visualized.
I think a director has to be, if nothing else, the biggest thing he has to be is a man manager. I mean, you can be technically weak, to be honest, but if you are a good man manager and you have all these amazing technicians on your set, and if you can just kind of get them one with your vision of the film, I think that your biggest battle is won. Because then, even if I don't know what lensing I have to use and what frame I have to put, your DOP, if he knows your vision, will do it for you. And if you don't know the basics of art also, but you know how to just speak to your art director and tell him that this is what I really want for my movie, he will deliver everything. So I think the biggest thing is he needs to be a man manager, because as you said, everyone has an ego, but the best thing to do is that get it off the level of ego and say, listen, we are all working on this script. Let's keep our discussions, everything related to the script, and when it comes to that, let's just go all out. Give as many suggestions as you want, but nothing off the script. So, and that's the best part, to remove ego from it. That's at least how we did it.
Sabbir, you?
I think what Shashank said is
because I still remember during Heropanti, he had his leg in the cast, and he was still hobbling around and ensuring that he was doing all the interviews.
I'll tell you
even traveling, he was just traveling as well.
First day of shooting in Naba in Patiala. So I'm like a very fun-loving person on sets, all young crew, and we're having fun, and we've done readings for 6 days, and we land up. And on the first day of the shoot, I sort of get down from the car with my ADs, and I'm walking to the set, and I realize everybody is looking at me, because it's an entire new cast, and they're all looking at me thinking that I know everything. That's when I shat bricks and I said, okay, you need to hold your ground here. But the thing is, what Shashank said and what Vikas said, apart from that, you need to have you need to be some sort of a visionary, have some time to see the big picture. For instance, this carpet, you can have 100 workers coming in and doing it, but how it's going to look completed and which room it's going to be in, is it going to sort of look great in that room, is your call. Every single thing is your call. One note in the music, a tone extra on your guitar, a performance ka sur that is a little up or a little down, every single thing is a call. And that call, I mean, you have to know your big picture completely. For example, Queen, he might have seen the film even before it released, that this is what I want.
But the scariest thing is so I directed Chiller Party with Nitesh.
Right, Nitesh Tiwari.
So over there, when the whole crew looks at you to say okay or one more, we are two of us. So we both look at each other and this thing. So at least you get that extra 10 seconds. Queen, first day, first shot, everyone looking at me. And I'm like, who do I look at now? And at that time to say okay, for me it's a damn tough call, because I am saying okay and suddenly 3 people come into you and saying, focus ka problem tha. वो performance थोड़ी ऊपर नहीं लग रही थी आपको, and you don't know what to do. You're like, I mean, I'm fairly enjoying it, but underconfident before saying okay whether it's fully there or not.
I think you had the unique distinction of like a big star like Priyanka Chopra and a huge director producer like Sanjay Bhansali. You've worked with Sanjay Bhansali
as an art director.
As an art director, some of his finest works. You've been the art director.
I didn't even know. I mean, first day of shoot, scary moment tha, but we went into boxing. Okay, and nobody knew anything about it. So we are like grappling each other's, aise box karenge, aise camera karenge. So I didn't even know when I said, when I was rehearsing in the bathroom earlier, roll camera, cut, kaise bolega, how to shout, whether I'm going to shout on the mic or my AD is going to shout. So ye sab soch raha tha. When the shoot started, I didn't even know the end of the day kab ho gaya, and we shot so much because we were so much into it. And the thing is, everyone, like how he said, everyone, the ADs and everyone trusted me a lot. They knew my vision. I know what I'm making. Kaisa karna pata nahi, but I know what I want to look. The thing is, because I have a package of like look-wise, everything should be perfect. It's not that set and what. It's like if kisi ne bola light barabar nahi, I know how to light that. Camera idhar nahi, are idhar pakad, this angle is nice. So that is my, reading experience that counted. Acting-wise, it helps because I am From childhood I'm acting. So it was part of it.
You looks like a fine act. You can be like you can launch yourself. Kunal Kohli has done it, right?
He was an amazing host.
On ZTV.
He was an amazing host. He probably started off the series with okay. So
1 minute.
You know, my dad must have asked me 100 times, what does the director do on the set?
Okay, now Vishal Bharadwaj, I think he had this, I think, very interesting sort of column in on Sunday, this Sunday only, and he made, I think, a very interesting point that somewhere he was upset with the fact that the politicians or the people in general, they should not look at the film personalities or filmmakers merely as nachne gaane wale. That's what that's the term that he used. And somewhere it happens that you can't make you should not be having any political opinion. You should not be thinking of anything of that sort. The sort of resistance and protest that we've seen for PK this year or Heather this year, like it has been simply the filmmakers, they've been like sitting ducks. We've seen it in the case of My Name Is Khan as well. So how do you look at this situation that the film industry somewhere it is a sitting duck and anyone can start the protest?
Actually,
and
we made ourselves a sitting duck.
Yeah.
We don't stand together for anything.
Absolutely.
So we're open out there for anyone to come. I'm sure a lot of people are happy that film's box office has gone down because the politicians came in or rain washed it out. It's just not the
internal bitching is phenomenal.
But we're a very strong community. We're so opinionated. The whole country looks up to what we have to say. They give their weekends to us. They spend half their salaries on watching this thing.
And now there's a global audience as well.
Yeah, but
now there's a global audience.
We have made ourselves a city.
We never really got down on the streets with a definitive strong protest.
Absolutely.
Trying to support
when we gone to the Prime Minister and said, this is what we need, this is the power that we need. And if we do it, I'm sure it's going to stop. Because everyone who's doing this in their pockets has their own little agenda. Some lawyer wants publicity in some small town in MP. Some politician looking for an agenda, something.
The 15 minutes.
None of them have really an agenda. They're only looking for some form of their publicity. We're exposed to them because no one's standing in front of us and we're not standing for ourselves. So we'll always be like this unless we stand tall. Forget that part. There are 100 issues about our industry which only because we don't stand together.
Absolutely. In fact, Amir Khan recently said that we as an industry, we are not united together, and I think that is a very, very sad thing. People down south, the industry, I think they are very united, and in whatever happens, they are as a producers and the directors and the entire fraternity, they are quite united. So somewhere you guys feel that maybe because now the entire thing has happened with PK, even in the case of Heather, for example, there were very few people who really came out and they just supported. Now Vishal is moving with the security guard, and I'm sure the Amir and Raju Irani, they are having a tough time as well in terms of just moving around, because there are so many threat perception is very wide.
We don't have a strong body at all. We don't have any representation of any kind.
Right.
In any manner.
For example, if somebody got up in the morning and decided that they wanted to help or they wanted to support, what would you do? You have no idea. There's no clue. There's no body representing you. There's no unification. Like a bunch of people get down on the streets and protest. There's nothing. You don't know what to do. You can probably call up Vishal and say, feel really sorry,
किसी ने PIL farm कर दिया कहीं पे, उसका तो he bought one lawyer, 1,000 rupees, PIL done. You're sitting here figuring out what to do.
Absolutely.
And some journalists also decided that that's a great story to put. So that PIL has got its publicity, that guy has got his fame. This poor director is trying to figure out what to do because there's nothing that's protecting him. The censor actually half the time is struggling, only trying to guess what kind of protest can come up.
Yeah, in fact, I believe the censor chief had told you during Queen that the girl who's a prostitute in, I think, Netherlands, she's a Muslim and you should not maybe
can you just me,
they were trying.
But it's not like they could give their opinion. According to their opinion, this is fine. But they're trying to warn you, saying this can happen. But then who protects me if that had become an issue? Nobody other than me. And me sitting there saying, I'll handle myself, don't worry about it. But there's no body standing in front of me so if a censor clears something, nobody should be able to stand up after that. It's the censor is the ultimate body. If they stand up, no one should have the right to stand up after that. But the censor is not powerful. They want them.
I think we will come to the censor part shortly. And but as far as the litigations and all this concerned, Supreme Court I think made a very strong point that regarding PK, that if you don't have a problem with that, don't watch the film. But you cannot be putting in all these just silly things our way. But I think it was not really celebrated within the industry, and which is a sad part as well in some ways.
The sad part is that the Supreme Court has to say it, because as a democracy, that's a fundamental right. And that's the only thing what a democracy is based on is tolerance. Whether it is you agree to someone's views or not, that's the whole idea of having a free country. And that's the time, half the time we are battling with things like that. I mean, there are a couple of issues that I am dealing with in Humpty Sharma, which I can't even mention.
Yeah,
And I'm laughing my ass off thinking, I'm like,
I
is
think
that even
I
an
remember
issue?
Billu Barwar was changed to Billu.
Yeah.
Billu,
Baba. Billu or something, yeah, something like that.
No, I know what you edited out from the movie you're talking about.
What was that?
The size
It
and
was
all.
a great scene, dude. It was it.
It's scary, you can get
You know, the
nightmares.
funniest part
Right.
is you spend your creative energy writing a scene like that. And it's a hilarious scene which we'll discuss post the camera because I may use it in the next film. But the funny part is, and the thing is, there is no the censor is not saying that, you know, as what he was saying, he's not censoring the film. The person is guessing that
protecting
this
you.
could be dangerous once it releases. Then there's no argument after.
No, in fact, after Arakshan, there was I think directive was passed that once a movie has been passed by the censor board, no state government can ban it, because Arakshan was banned in some states. But somehow
It fizzles out. Nobody takes
it fizzles
the time
out,
to
and
But most decisions in our industry just fizzle out. It's not just the litigation issue. There are most of the stuff.
Hi, this is Faridoon Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.